Hello, this video is what I think about Barack Obama. I think Barack Obama is a good sign that we are about to enter into an age of enlightenment. Um, if you look at his background, he's basically a self-made man, grew up poor, grew up in other countries, has experience in other cultures, he's multiracial, um, and he's a really good public speaker. And I don't really follow politics that much, but one thing I do know is that that whole healthcare thing is definitely what we need. Um, Healthcare costs were just way too expensive, and I mean, yeah, we're gonna have to pay money, but in the long run, we're gonna be paying less because we're not going to be, people aren't going to be convoluted into all of these crazy debts that they can't repay, kind of like the whole credit card thing. You know, we're shoring up, we're evening up, we're making stuff more transparent. And the best way to do that is by having this healthcare bill. You know, all these other people in Europe, you know, and Canada and stuff have always been rolling their eyes at us, just asking, because we don't have that. I mean, I had 4 stitches in my leg last year from a bike wreck, and they charged me $2,500 for it. You know, for which I had to pay like $500 actually, because I didn't have insurance. They had some special deal, but anyways, that's still too much, you know. So that was a cool thing. But as far as him being, I'm going to talk about now. And also the way he talks, he explains stuff, and I really like that. He sits and you know, he's the first YouTube president, and I like presidents who take themselves seriously and explain stuff, you know, and they're not just like, we're gonna do this, and if you're not with us, you're against us, and all this bullshit. But I'm gonna really basically talk the rest of it about the whole disclosure thing. Is he going to be the disclosure president? A lot of people think that we're like disclosures right around the door, and I don't. I don't think it's like next month, next week. I mean, people were thinking we were going to have disclosure like last October. I was like, what? People aren't ready for that. Now, I think the way that he talks, the way that he has so much. I wish I had my light because the light's going down. You can't really see my face, but the way that he talks is he's very good at talking with integrity, and you know, when he talks, people believe him. You know, they're not like rolling their eyes. You know, this guy's full of shit. You know, um, so, which would make him a very good disclosure president, a perfect disclosure president. So, so I think it's definitely possible that he could be the disclosure president, even though if he's a 2-term president, he'd have to be out within 7 years. That would mean we'd have to have disclosure within 7 years, which seems really soon to me. But time is speeding up so fast. I mean, just 7 years ago, we didn't even have Wi-Fi, you know, we didn't have internet, like a little bit more than that and stuff. So, you know, like mini computers we have now, I mean, stuff is speeding up so fast that I think it's very possible. He would have to be a 2-term president, though. I don't think he's going to be the disclosure president in the first term. It's just too soon. Besides, you know, he's a politician. He wants to get elected again, and if he was a disclosure president in the first term, he might have to kiss his re-election goodbye, because there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to believe him, think he's just a crazy black guy. So he would, you know, being a smart guy that he is, he's definitely going to wait until he gets the second term to do the disclosure thing. Even if he even knows now, which I think he does, because there's this guy named Andrew Baishaga who said he met him and he knows a whole about Project Looking Glass and all this stuff, you know, just like the Bushes do. But anyways, I would say that, yeah, if he was the disclosure president, he would be at the end of his second term. So I would say at about a 30 to 40% chance that Obama will be the disclosure president at the very end of his second term. So that would put us at around 2016 when we're going to have disclosure. I would say 30 to 40% chance. I think the president we have after Obama is also going to be a really good person who we don't even know yet. People are gearing up to try to make it a woman, Hillary Clinton or Sarah Palin, but I don't think Hillary Clinton or Sarah Palin are advanced enough as human beings to take the reins off of somebody as great as Obama. It's going to be somebody else, probably a white male, or maybe not, but somebody young and similar to that, who's you know, maybe a different style than Obama, but just as just much integrity. Um, and it could be the next president after that. But people are becoming more and more independent minded, so people aren't going to really pay attention to what a president says that much anyway. So I think official disclosure as far as the government concerned, and real disclosure as far as everybody in the world actually believing it, are two different things. So I think it's definitely possible that, say, Obama could be the disclosure president, and then everybody would be like, oh, the government's just saying that because they're all the new age people are like infiltrating the governmental system, and they're just trying to say it to get more votes, or to like kill Christianity, or kill this, or some kind of political thing, and it's bullshit, and we're going to continue living our lives, and then maybe we'll even have like aliens land in like Phoenix and Sedona, and hang out with us and stuff, and be like, look, that's an alien, see, he even looks a little bit different. People will be like, yeah, whatever, bullshit, and then it'll become common knowledge in America that they're here and everything, and then all of a sudden, in these third world countries where people are followers, they're just gonna all of a sudden be like, oh, I guess it's true, okay, fine, whatever, and then boom, full disclosure. But it's gonna be steps, baby steps, and so in that way, government coming clean. But as soon as the government comes clean, this is a good thing to talk about, is what does that mean economically? Like, what's that going to mean for our lives in real life? Since how's it going to affect our lives? Well, I think the first way it's going to affect our lives is, the first question we're going to ask is, okay, well, how about that free energy then? I think the aliens are going to leave it up to us. The aliens are not going to hand us a free energy machine. One of us is going to have to invent it through the direction of the aliens. Tesla believed in aliens, and he thought they were here because he had like telepathic contact with them, and who told him how to make that little that little machine, that tower thing that could suck energy out of the sky. Somebody's going to come around and make that. But as soon as public disclosure from the government happens, it's not going to be long after that, within a few years, when somebody's going to come up with a free energy machine. And then after that happens, yeah, it's just going to be one thing after the other, and one thing after the other is happening now. I mean, we have the health care bill, we have the earthquake in Haiti and Chile and Tibet, and the volcano in Iceland. I mean, we're going through Armageddon right now. We'll probably have a couple more. I don't think we're going to have any more that are worse than what we're having now. And I don't think we're going to have one in America. We might have one. I mean, we already had our Katrina. But, then as soon as the technology comes and people are communicating with each other and stuff, it's just going to be a snowball effect. So as far as Obama, I think it's possible that he could be the disclosure president at around 2016. Now, I don't follow politics, but I think the next thing that he's going to do is he is liberalizing or transparentizing the way that the government spends money, and because like the government siphons away $17,000 a year per person for black budget or whatever. And I think there's a website called oh my god, I can't remember what it's called, but the government has a website where they're actually showing how much money they're spending on everything, supposedly, and they're getting better at it. So I think that's his next project, is making stuff very transparent as far as the way government spends money. And then yeah, that'll be the alien thing. So Obama, I like Obama, good stuff. Some people think he's the reincarnation of Abraham Lincoln, and also of Akhenaten, or even the clone of Akhenaten. And I've seen videos, and he does look just like Akhenaten. That's pretty interesting. Okay.